Yo. All right. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Let's party. The sun is out and we're on a podcast. I feel like I haven't done a podcast when the sun is out in forever. What's up, everyone? Coach CJ here. We are talking some fitness. No one wanted to join me today. Everyone's boring and lame. So it's just going to be me yelling at the screen about fitness and CrossFit workouts and things. I didn't sleep in. I was up. I actually did sleep in today. I think I slept till like 6:30. How's everybody? Everyone's good. All right, people are joining. What's up, Kenneth? Consistent Kenneth, I think is the name. Lido, congratulations. I haven't seen you on the podcast since. I think today is the day, right? Doesn't the boards finalize for Masters today? So I'm assuming that you're still in. Maybe we'll do a little peruse. People. Thank you. You're here, Corey. All right. I'm going to do a little leaderboard in. What's up, Vicky? All right. Semifinals, games. Whoa. Jeez. Someone's grumpy. Avera's grumpy. Old white man grumpiness. Sorry. You can watch it on replay. All right. Let's look at some fitness. Team semi. Are they out? I guess they are out because they probably came out today. Ooh, did they just come out? Really? Did they just release? I would be fucking ecstatic if they just released. We'll change the name. Are they out? Hold on. Now I'm giddy. I wasn't like super excited about this one, but I felt like I just wanted to talk about programming. Fuck yeah, they are. Let's go. Hell yeah. All right, perfect. We're talking about that. I'll even change the thumbnail. Nah, Copa sir got the boot. We're gonna go team in affiliate semis. There we go. Save changes. Bam. That's all right. We'll still talk about it. Who cares? Shut the fuck up, Gus. And I, as JC, my name is CJ. We do care. We always care. It's workouts. It's fitness, right? I think we always should care in general about them. All right. First off, immediately lame. Not very fun. Light enough that we're just going to kind of like sift through a lot of it and we'll kind of titles updated. All right, now we're talking about it. See, now I need to update I think it's a shared barbell. All right, everyone is doing a synchro burpee. The males do, the bar, yeah. So it's 15 between two people, 15 between two, all the burpees. It's 2 bars. Well, so is it 4 bars or 2 bars? All right. Yeah, there's 2 total bars. Oh, the video has the flow. That probably works. I'll just do that. Probably pretty low.
Team semifinal workout 1 is 5 rounds for time of 15 clean and jerks and 20 synchro burpees over the line. This workout has a 15-minute time cap.
That was a no rep.
Your score will be the total time taken.
No, it's definitely touch and go. There's 2. You have to do touch and go because you can do like 8-7
repetition.
So you can do like 8-7, split it the whole way, right? 8. So like you'll do 20 burpees into 8 reps, or 7 or 8 clean and jerks into 20 burpees, or 7 clean and jerks or whatever it is. You'd split it for sure. Right? I mean, they would have to
For the
do,
official workout description, movement
because you're going to get
standards,
some
and
rest.
scorecard, visit games.cross.
No, they're not synchro. They're totally separate. So you have to wait. All right, workout 1. I mean, it's just an aerobic workout, right? I mean, I think this is really, really similar to the success of like workout 1 of the open. But I always love barbell cycling. Dumbbell cleans. What? What? What the? What is this? Holy shit. Synchro dumbbell cleans? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Boz. Why? Why? What are we doing? Who the fuck cares about a synchro dumbbell clean? Dumbbell shoulder to overhead. Okay. Not terrible. But cleans, box jump overs. Oh my God. Why wouldn't you synchro the first fucking workout? Come on, dude. All right, let's watch the thing. 6 minutes? Holy fuck. Why is this 6 minutes? Oh my God.
Team semifinal workout number 2 is 75 dumbbell power cleans, 50 box jump
Is it
overs,
synchro all 4?
75 dumbbell shoulder to overhead,
Whoa, hold on.
50 box jump overs, and 75 dumbbell thrusters.
Sheesh.
Your score.
Now, to be fair, this workout is not easy. Like, this is a hard workout. But is synchro cleans the way to go? All right, let's read about it. Oh, share. There we go. Okay. Oh, 3 athletes work in sync. There's definitely a hefty amount of strategy, right? 3 people are moving. So it's I was very confused. What the fuck is going on? Okay, so there's a lot of strategy here, right? It's not terrible in general. But I just like the problem with like a dumbbell, it's just not a movement you synchro. I'm all for dumbbell cleans, right? I even like synchro movements, but man, I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of a dumb movement to synchro, right? Although, so we're 2 workouts in and we haven't done anything except more burpees and light dumbbell work and box jumps. So, Gus, bring that up in like 5 minutes. I don't know. I think you need, I think you need like 4. I feel like last year you needed so many judges, but I don't know. I haven't looked into team, so I'm not sure. We already don't have any squatting. We're 2 workouts in. Right. Yeah. I mean, okay. So 3 people have to go at a time. I mean, this is a really hard workout. Let's be clear. The box jumps are for sure the rest. Right. Can someone confirm like how many judges needed? Equipment. You need 2 judges. 2 judges. I think you need 2 judges and then the head judge. So I think you need 3 people the whole time. Anyways, all right. So cleans, dumbbell shoulder overhead, dumbbell thrusters. I mean, it's gonna be spicy. Like, this isn't an easy workout. I'm all for the dumbbell thrusters being synchro and the dumbbell shoulder to overhead. I don't know. I just dumbbell cleans, synchro. Why? I would have rather you done like the synchro box jump overs. I don't know. Just kind of silly. Why is there 55 squats in event 2? Why would there not be 75? Oh, because you don't have to do all of them. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, probably. Okay. I like the workout overall. I don't like synchro dumbbell patterns, right? Or at least dumbbell cleans. I do like the volume, but again, this is just a I got it. Okay. This is a very openish workout. Like, I wouldn't say that this is going to be a great separator from who was successful in the open to now. 2 workouts in, 0 gymnastics. I mean, box jumps are gymnastics, but it's kind of arbitrary. 50 split between 2 people, right? It's kind of dumb. I also hate
Will be
like
the
the
total
follow,
time taken to
like
complete the
like this style of box jump. I hate this style of box jump where like you just kind of follow and do a circle or whatever. Like I don't know. I just find a better movement. Do something else. Do some double unders. Like this would have been a great thing for like had this been like I don't know, like non-synchro double unders or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, silly, kind of a silly workout. Definitely a huge pump. Okay. All right. We got some squatting. Thank God. I love this workout. A lot across the board. First glance. I think it's 50 per pair, Gus. 50 per pair. So like the male does 50 and the female does 50. Okay. Do I have a better version of this? This one? There we go. That looks better. Can you guys see? Is that too small? Can you guys still see the screen? There we go. All right. Okay, so for time, male, female pair, each pair completes 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Wall balls, toes to bar. I mean, it's two. So we're talking 200 toes to bar between 2 people, 100-calorie row. I'm assuming the wall balls are synchro, 200 synchro wall balls. This is a really, really hard workout. But again, very accessible to a lot of people. I don't know if I'd qualify this as a press. I mean, I know the wall ball's a press, but like with the pairing here, I mean, legs are going to get tired. I wouldn't throw this into the paired, the press component. It's a clean and jerk and a thruster. Now the workouts are definitely similar. We had, yeah, yeah. So they've done this before, Vicky. They usually do this for just so you can look at the ball at the same spot, and mainly because one of the, I think it has to be synchro wall balls. No synchro movements. All right, never mind. It's so they can, and then okay. So I was gonna say it's so they can see the synchro, but it is so they can use the same target, so they don't have to switch targets or move to different spots or anything like that. Pairs may switch at any time. So we're talking 100 wall balls per person, 100 toes to bar per person. Yeah. Yeah. So it's 100. It's 100, right? And then the row, you split however, right? So basically this is for time. And then the score is when both pairs have completed their final. So whoever finishes second. Still minimal squatting in general. But I do like this workout a lot. Overall, men are going to take the brunt of this workout. So across the board, right? The wall balls they're probably going to yield more wall balls because they're going to be a little easier for them theoretically. They're definitely going to do more row calories. Hopefully the female will be able to pick up on the toes to bar. I have one athlete doing team, and the workouts are really good for her so far. She's really good at toes to bar. She's amazing at wall balls, and to a 10-foot, she's just as good as a guy. And she's deaf, so it's Katie. So she's doing a team. If a pair finishes, oh, this is interesting. So if a pair finishes, they cannot begin the next movement. Well, that's kind of dumb. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They can't begin the next movement until both. So pairs may stage at the next movement. Oh, so like if they finish the wall balls, so kind of, yeah, I mean, you just have to wait, right? So basically you have to find the balance within your team and strategize and pair appropriately so that it's really close, right? Because if one team is just kind of not doing anything, then they probably should have split that team up. But all right, I like the workout. It's a decent amount of volume. It's not synchro, so not a ton. I do like roughly 100 toes to bar in a workout. That's a lot. And so Yeah. Gus has just missed my morning show for a while, so he's feeling hyped. CrossFit. He's feeling hyped. Okay. So we're 3 down. Not a decent, I mean, it's a lot of toast to bar, right? And so we haven't really tested toast to bar, but let's see what we're at next. A run? How the fuck are we going to run? Hold on. Whoa. What the fuck? What? How are we going to run? Holy shit. Let's just see. Let's just see how we're going to run. This is an affiliate, right? I'm not fucking going crazy. Okay. Let me just make sure. Okay. How do we run? I mean, so whatever. They're gonna review the video. They're for sure gonna review this video. This workout is fucking hard. Okay. It's not a ton of volume, but this is fucking mind-boggling. I love every bit of this workout. Okay. I just want to be clear before we get into the logistics of a fucking run. Okay. But this might be the best online workout that we've ever had from a pure capacity standpoint. Right? He put a real run in here. Okay. Now, can we justifiably and like can we make sure that it's real? Right? Let's go. Okay, let's read the requirements. All right, we're going to read all of this. Prior to starting the workout, measure an 800-meter loop. The course must begin and end using the same line, which is nice. Okay, because you can basically, I know when we do runs at Mako or some of the other gyms, is you basically like you go from the outside of the gym, but that fucking you could be on the other side of the gym and like it's an extra 50 feet, right? So then you can put the line right where it needs to go. So it's going to be right at that same pull-up bar, chest to bar, muscle up, which is nice. That's really cool. So the line can start there. Okay. The course can be longer than 800 meters, obviously. So you can basically do one loop, a 400-meter out and back, 200 twice, or 4. So obviously you would try to find a 400. There's definitely going to be some there's definitely going to be some cheating, obviously, but some disadvantageness. So like if someone has to turn around on a 400-meter loop or a 200-meter loop, that's going to be really shitty. Okay, so standards. Each athlete must clearly pass around the designated turn point. So basically, you're going to have a coach out there who is running with them. Okay. I mean, there's no other way to do it. Teams running shorter loops for multiple laps must cross and start the finish line. I mean, I'm all for it, right? First time ever. Some people are going to get screwed, and it just is what it is. Okay. But the effort is there, and I support it of trying to find however we're going to logically or logistically put a real whoops, what happened? I don't even know what just happened. Share this. There we go. Okay. So, all right. Note, teams must have video evidence of their run course. Photos, screenshots, uncut video of the course being measured must show. Photos, videos not be submitted at time. I don't know how they're going to see. They're going to have like fucking all of them. Okay, here we go. What a great Gus. We have a loop. We have our 400. We have a 200 out and back. Okay, for our 400, and it goes to the theoretical speed limit sign. Okay, so there's a speed limit sign. Okay, so there's like it goes over a road, and then there's basically another road that you have to cross, and so everyone turns before they cross the second road. right? Everyone turns, but it's that there's like an extra 40 feet to the speed limit sign is where it is, but no one goes there. And I'm like, all of you guys are running like 50, like 140 fucking 400s. And I'm like, you aren't running sub 7-minute paces. All right. You all are cheaters. Every single person in my gym does it. Every single one. They run to the wrong spot. But this is so true. All these gyms are going to realize, like, oh man, I thought I was really good at Helen. Guess not. So exactly, CrossFit. All right. So I guess you're going to have to see them out. Like the phone's going to have to move, right? All right. So the final athlete must each athlete must clear teams running shorter loops. Okay. The final athlete must complete the run by passing over the start line before the pull-ups begin. So they run as a team and then they complete this. So how do we break this up, right? So the 800-meter run, it's all based on your slowest. The slowest athlete is going to get the fucking shaft. Hopefully your slowest athlete is a really, really good gymnastics person, right? So then they can kind of go first. They can get a lot of rest, right? So your slowest athlete has to go early on the gymnastics and get more rest towards the back end, right? Which is kind of shitty. That's just the way that it's going to flow. I'm super excited to see all the people cheating here. This is going to be amazing. But the workout is great, right? 200 pull-ups before 100 muscle ups. Okay. You never know. There's a lot of females out there in this sport that are good at gymnastics that suck at running. So, but guys, there's 100 muscle ups, even split between 4 people. We're talking fucking volume, right? So this is how it will happen because this person's going to do way more work across the board. But I guess they get to run slow, so it benefits them a little bit. I think there's a couple things here. I love that they're trying to implement a run. This is going to be a logistical nightmare, and it's not going to go well. It's going to bite them in the ass. 100%. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Oh, we got to change this. Let's see. I didn't. Hold on. There we go. All right. Had to fix the title. Title was bothering me. Oh, save changes. Okay. This is, yeah, but she's good at gymnastics. This is good. Imam Cope. That's a for sure recency bias. All right. Because you do Imam Cope. That's the only reason why you think that. Anyways, cool workout. Great gymnastics volume. Gymnastics volume is checked off. Boom. Perfect. We have 200 toes to bar and 300 pulling gymnastics. You're right. I agree. I don't disagree. The slowest guy is not the fastest guy in the rig. All right. I know. But it would be nice. Pulling gymnastics completed for sure. Run 1.5 miles. It's a lot of volume. And this isn't a lot of time. I mean, I guess it is a lot of time. I mean, it's a great workout across the board. I hope that it goes well, but I can't see it. I don't know how we're supposed to determine that they ran past. I guess like the camera has to follow them, right? Must have video evidence of their run course. Okay. So, I mean, I'm assuming it means, isn't that recency bias? Confirmation bias? I think it is. He just sees them. He knows the team often because he does that programming, right? That could be recency bias. Anyways, I'm guessing that it means that you're going to need to see a video of them proximity bias. Thank you. You're going to have a secondary camera. Have to, right? Because when everyone comes in at 3 minutes every 800 meters, fucking cheaters. It's going to be good. It's going to be interesting to see how people measure too, because you can't measure on GPS inside of the gym, right? Because everyone's going to try and measure to like the foot. It's not going to work, and it's going to be short, or it's going to be long. Anyways, great workout. normal things, muscle ups. We'll see how many people do shit muscle ups. Ooh, this is an interesting comment. That is 100% true, Chelsea. 100% true. The individual athletes might want to consider finding a running route now. Yes. Good point. 100%. We see running in the teams. We're going to see running in the individual without a doubt. 100%. I think that's a great point, and I agree. No, they definitely have to do flat ground running. For the majority of people, you got to, you'll have to use a wheel. You'll have to do a wheel for sure. Lido, assuming they can't use a treadmill, for the majority of people, flat ground running is way better than air runner, like across the board. So yeah, everyone's gonna have to run outside, and it's gonna put people in a bad position. Oh my God, I don't have this, or I'm at elevation, I got hills, and it's like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Find somewhere to fucking train at. Like, just get over it. All right, here we go. Last one. It better fucking be a lift. What do we think? What's the over under? Don't look and don't cheat. What's the over under that it's because all we've had is a barbell at 135. So to get to the CrossFit games, that's funny. That's a funny statement. They measured with a wheel. So to get to the CrossFit games, they needed to deadlift 225, thruster 135, power clean 135, power snatch 95. What do we got? Team front squat total. All right. Okay. I mean, it's heavy. So total load, single.
Team semifinal event.
This is a great test. I mean, this is it, right? You know, I mean, I like it better than a back squat.
Number 5 is a team front squat total. In a 20-minute window, each athlete will have 3 attempts.
Now there's a boatload of fucking squatting and knee flexion.
Each successful attempt will count towards the team's total. The team with the heaviest total wins.
I don't know any teams.
For the official workout
you guys saying
movement standards,
these
and
teams,
scorecard,
I have no
visit
idea.
games.crossfit.com.
Corey fuck, I can't even think of her name. Who's on the Imam Co team? I am surprised they didn't have Isabel. I love an overhead squat, Lido. So would a max overhead squat have been better? I love an overhead squat. I think if you follow CrossFit Journal, the overhead squat is the ultimate like functional strength test, but it's not the ultimate strength test, right? So there's definitely like there's some shoulder limitations there, and so the front squat's extremely easy to judge, right? It's just a better show of strength. I think shoulder endurance. Hannah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, yeah. So you know, I mean, for what we've seen in the test, I think the front squat is a better test. I think it's more complete because it really is going to create a heavy bias. There's also 5 workouts. It's going to really lean one way, and you can't, I don't know. I like that you can't technique your way to a better heavy front squat single, right? I really like that it's just a pure strength test. And CrossFit heavy boys for bad at gymnastics love a treadmill run 100%. Equal. I'm guessing that's you, buddy. All right. So let's run back through them. Very openish workout. It's basically a burpee test, a little bit of barbell cycling with a little bit of rest. I think everyone splits it down the middle. Synchro burpees, they take like a minute 15, maybe a little faster. This is under a minute. It's a 15-minute time cap. I think the best teams are still under 2 minutes or under 10 minutes on this. I didn't say there was too much squatting, did I? Anyways, clean and jerks. It's a good test. It's very similar to the open, so I don't like it. I would have liked to see maybe like a power snatch here or like a burpee box jump over. I don't know. Something row. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what I would have liked to see. But very aerobic, right? This is like not that aerobic. It's like a lactate piece, right? Like this is gonna hurt really, really bad. What's the standard for the burpee? Let's see. Is it just hands behind the line? All hands, head may extend over the line. Yeah, just hands behind the line. I think that's the right way to do it for the standard to make it consistent. Okay. All right, back to 2. So we've got barbell cycling and burpees. We've got dumbbell cycling and box jump over. So these tests are really, really, really similar. This one is going to be there's a lot of strategy here. People are going to this is true. People are going to blow up. Their arms are going to be fucked after this workout. Like everyone is doing, well, not everyone, I guess you're splitting it, but I mean, you're going to do over 100 dumbbell reps. This is a hard workout. This is very tough. And there's a lot of strategy here on how to break each person, but I don't love the synchro for the cleans. This probably could have been like a you go, I go, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's so much volume. I think it would have been better with 4 and just really fuck everyone up. But there's a lot of strategy here. I don't like the dumbbell as the cleans, but I like the workout overall. The arm pump is going to be wicked. Like after the cleans and the dumbbell shoulder to overhead, your hands are going to basically be non-existent, and it's going to be hard to hold a dumbbell for thruster. Exactly, Corey. Grip is going to abandon the chat. Yeah, dude, your arms are just going to be jello. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. And I like synchro. In general, I think the strategy is important. I'm really surprised there's not a fucking rope climber GHD. I guess because of this, they want to try and keep it as synchro as possible. But I mean, there's 100 muscle ups. So who fucking cares what pulling gymnastics there are? This is the right call. So synchro dumbbell cleans, not my favorite. Everything else is okay. I don't like the box jump. I think the box jump is just kind of a throwaway. I would have rather seen, I don't even know, almost like nothing. I would have just rather seen like 100, 100, 100 in general or something to that effect. I don't know. The box jump is just kind of like a resting point. But let's see, how long is this going to take? 75 synchro, assuming people are working in like sets of 15, put it down and then shake it out and then go again. Maybe not. Maybe people are going more. The problem is someone's going to go for basically all 75 cleans, which is just not going to go well. Can you swing between the legs? That's probably a good question. I like to swing between the legs. I like to go between the legs. What do you think? Do you think they're allowed to do that? Dumbbells are in front rack, hips, knees, common no reps, elbows behind, dumbbells not touching, lowering before all 3 teammates are finished. No rep, the team must complete another rep together. They changed this. This is funny. So this is from this statement, right? I don't know if you guys can see this. So both feet must make contact on top of the box, which is from this is a statement they haven't always used. They've kind of thrown back and forth. But they didn't have it in the Masters qualifier, and so a lot of people took advantage of it on workout 4. So Lido, correct. No one actually qualified. Every team was automatically accepted to semifinals. So both feet must make contact with the box. I think it's dumb. I think if you got the balls to to do that sort of like that 1 foot step. It's how I used to do my burpee box jump overs for that dumbbell snatch open workout. I never knew if it was right, but it was approved for the Masters semifinals. So I guess I was in the clear all along. Anyways, box jumps lame. The total dumbbell work, amazing. Grip, arm, fatigue is going to be mind boggling. Okay. Pulling. Okay. So we've got pulling from the ground. Sorry. Pulling from the ground for clean and jerks with the press, with a burpee, another press, dumbbell cleans, pulling from the ground, dumbbell shoulder overhead, press overhead, dumbbell thruster, squat press, and a jump. So still a lot of knee flexion, very similar components there. And then again, wall balls, just another way of a thruster, shoulder pressing through lat fatigue, pulling through the toes to bar, etc. So very similar overall feel. Definitely Boz. This is not a Dave. Boz 100% wrote these. It's not even a question. 100 wall balls, 100 toes to bar, split as needed for male-female pair. You can't move on until you complete both pairs complete this, which requires you to really find balance within the team. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a good workout. It's not actually that much volume. You have 100 toes to bar, which is nice, right? 200 between two people. But 100 wall balls between two people, especially with rest, not a ton of work there. You know, I think everyone kind of goes like 25s because you can transition with the ball in the air, right? So like the wall ball over the 10-foot line, pairs may switch. There's no minimum. Each pair must share the target. 2 targets, 1 pair. All athletes must use 10-foot athletes. Resting athlete may hold the ball at rack position. While you can use 2 wall balls, which is, I think that's what that says. Whoops, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, I think that's why they did it. It looks like they can share the wall ball. Oh, I guess it does. They can obviously hold on to the ball because they're using a different weighted ball. So 2, yeah, obviously, duh. Okay. Pull-up bars, 10-foot targets. Yeah, I mean, it keeps it really simple. You're throwing to the same target, right? So really, I mean, since they can basically have the ball in the air, you would do like 10s, like 10 or 15. You wouldn't do a lot of reps on the wall balls because you can basically just be standing there ready to go. So the more splits, the better, as long as you can basically time up your pair. They may switch at any time. They must share a target. Resting athlete may hold the ball. Yeah. So, I mean, basically you would start your squat as soon as the other ball hits the target, and you would go right into your next rep. You could even speed it up a little bit, right? So you're going to switch a lot on the wall balls and way less on the toes to bar. So, ends up not being that hard of a workout because there's someone resting at all times. Okay. But a decent amount of strategy. It's definitely, yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking. Can you throw as the other ball is coming down? That's what I'm thinking, right? Like as soon as that ball hits the target, like you're squatting and they're like removing the ball and you like do like a half step into it. So, yeah, exactly. Hope it doesn't smoke the other ball. Okay. All right. So here's the workout of the week, I guess. Run, pull up, run, chest to bar, run, muscle ups. Overall, a great workout. A lot of running tests. It's really going to come down to muscle ups across the board. And good runners are going to do fine in the workout, but 100 muscle ups, it just depends. Like who's the weak link? What's the minimum dose? As 1 rep, 4 reps per run. No minimum work requirement for any team member, which is interesting. So someone can really suck at muscle ups and they can still do well, which is fine. I think that's like the whole part of the team, right? Like if you're like, oh, everyone's got to do 25, then it's like, all right, well then it doesn't. Whoops. Then it doesn't matter. It's just the weakest link. Whoops. What just happened? Here we go. So I like that. I like that as sort of a kind of like an old school homage, right? That's definitely how it used to be. There was no minimum requirements. I think that allows people yeah, I mean, for sure, right? I think ring muscle ups are I think it's important 100%. But I do like how they don't require a minimum work requirement. That's going to allow the intensity to stay really, really high. And for some people just to keep moving. We'll see how the run goes. A mile and a half a run is not a joke, right? I mean, that's half the workout at least, probably more. So, I think it's a good workout. It's going to be hard. It's going to really come down to it's really going to come down to the muscle ups. If you're really, really good at muscle ups, then you probably don't have to be great at running, So how do they break it up? What's everyone running? I mean, I think you're hoping that everyone can run an 8-minute mile pace. So we're taking like 4 minutes each. This 100 pull-ups is done in 2 minutes. This is funny. Lines up with everyone's WFP, not programmed by Mayhem. Y'all are funny. We're looking at 2 minutes for the pull-ups, 2 minutes for the chest to bar, because it's basically unbroken 20, probably something like 25, 25, 25. Same thing with the chest to bars, 25, 25, 25, 800-meter run. And then it's probably like, I mean, you would think it's just like fives, right? Like fives with rest. I mean, that's still going to chip away. You just got to make sure you're transitioning really fast. I don't think there's any reason to really go a different unless you have someone that's just trash at muscle ups. But even at the end of that workout, fives on the minute, because you've only done 25 pull-ups, 25 chest to bars at that point, if you split them evenly across the board, and you have 25 muscle ups. And so you do 5 and you basically get to rest for 15 reps. You're going to do that for 5 times. So that's basically 5 on the 90-second ish or so. It's probably not quite right. 90 seconds. How many does 15 take? Takes about 4 seconds for a muscle up, maybe 3. I think it's all on the same set of rings. Only one pull-up bar and one set of rings may be used by the team. It's ring muscle-ups. It is, yeah, it's ring muscle-ups. Muscle-ups are ring muscle-ups, you fucking juvenile. Muscle-ups equal ring muscle-ups, okay? Bar muscle-ups equal bar muscle-ups. Anyway, so it's one pull-up bar, right? You'll just have to have, like, they'll lift you up. And so this is bar ring muscle-ups. So they'll just lift you up. This is really common. I think it should be one bar. It makes viewing easier. Camera view is easier. It's right there. It's just going to be on a high bar. And then the female athletes are just going to have to get lifted up to the bar. That's fine. Irrelevant. Okay. Last workout. Boom. Number 5. And front squat. What do we think the total, the heaviest is going to be? Oh, we were trying to see what the time for the other one was going to be. What do we think? 4, 5, 10, I don't know, like 17 minutes or something like that. 18 minutes, probably be the fastest. 18, maybe. No one's fucking getting 14 minutes. That would mean that everyone's running like a 3-minute 800. The muscle ups just take a long time, right? I mean, because you can't go unbroken. So there's going to be a 5 to 7 second transition coming off the rings each time. And so that's going to basically be like 1 to 2 reps. I think a muscle up takes roughly 3.5. 1,400. Like 3.5 seconds or so. I'm not 100% sure. Anywhere from 3 to 4 seconds. So assuming you're blitzing it 5 minutes at the fastest, probably closer to 7 to 8. So we had 5 minutes, and that's like at, I think, oh wait, no, that's wrong. 6 minutes, 12, 6 minutes, 16. Oh no, that's 18. No way. Under the time cap is going to be good. Anything under the time cap, I think is going to be a decent score. That was probably way wrong. So 2 minutes, so that's 6, 10, 12, 16. Just assuming everyone's going to run a 4-minute mile or a 4-minute 800, and then hoping to get 20 a minute. That's so fast though. So another 5, 12, 16, 21, 22 minutes, 21 minutes, I think. Anyways, yeah, a good one. I love it. And then let's see, 4 athletes for front squats. There'll be 2 guys that front squat 400, 2 girls that front squat 300, so 1400. Yeah, I think that's probably right, Gus. Somewhere around there. I think that's probably a good guess. Anything around there, I think, will be very good. I like the workouts overall. All right. So what do you think? What do you think, team? Do we like the workouts? I think the run is going to be pretty confusing, but we'll see how it goes. Right. I think there'll be a ton of fucking cheaters without a doubt. People like, oh, we run a 3:15 800 as a team. It's like, no, the fuck you don't. All right. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, on to the next. What's next? I agree. That's probably that's a great thing. Indies, everyone, all millions of you listening to the WodPrep podcast, make sure that you're preparing for a run for Indy. Just saying. Okay. All right. We'll talk about WFP. Came out over the weekend, I think. I actually have no idea when it came out. Friday, maybe. Let's go into it. There's like the whole thing is here. So we have 6 workouts, 7 scores. So we have a 2-parter. First one is run, ring muscle ups, snatches. I think the ring muscle ups are pretty irrelevant in the workout. Will said it's outside. It's a flat ground run. So indoor, outdoor, probably around the venue. The muscle ups are. I just think muscle ups before snatches here is kind of like it just doesn't. It just makes them a nothing burger, right? So because of where they are in the workout, you basically have 2.5 minutes to recover to do muscle ups when they're not going to really tax anything. So everyone's going to do them unbroken. A lot of people are going to do the snatches unbroken. I do like the weight at 165. I just want to get this out of the way first before we go into it. This is fucking stupid. There's no other way to define it. Challengers are all semifinal level athletes. You only had 10 people fucking qualify for pro. So everyone else is still a top 200 athlete in the fucking world. So why would you change the weight? This is dumb. Shouldn't have been a weight change, but we're not going to address it anymore. It should have just been the same. It does change the workout. So we'll talk about that a little bit for Challenger as far as how it changes the workout. But in general, it should have been the same weight. Should have been the same exact workout. But I think that they just didn't want challengers beating pros, which will for sure happen and would have happened. But that's okay, right? That shit happens all the time. That's how you get people to come into whatever. If they didn't qualify, they didn't qualify because you got to be good at online, qualifier, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, should have been the same weight. All right, so 2:30 for the run, 30 seconds for muscle ups, 30 seconds for snatches, 3:35, so 18 minutes, 24-minute cap. Not a super tight cap, but it's going to be tough. I think a lot of people they try to go unbroken, maybe for like rounds 1 and 2, and then like 3 and 4, they break, and then they go unbroken for round 5, right? Just depending on how heavy the snatch is for you. I thought it was like 1 135 or something the first time I looked at it, and I felt it was pretty arbitrary, but it's not. I like 165. It's a good weight. All right, sandbag cleans, 30 GHD sit-ups, 30 hand. This is going to be a fucking killer for the back. So we're pulling off the ground. Okay, so we have run, pull gymnastics, pull off the ground for snatch, shoulder fatigue. A lot of shoulder fatigue here again. Handstand walk, a big midline blast. They're not naming any of the workouts. It's just Pro 2. 8 sandbag cleans. I love the heavy weight. Again, challenger, this workout turns into probably almost a touch and go, depending on what this standard is. But I know a lot of the guys and girls can really rip the bag at this load. So I think that changes it a lot for the challenger. Same thing here. I think that changes those snatches. It's unbroken for sure for the challengers. But at 200 and 150, this is a spicy workout. We're talking about 20 sandbag cleans at a very, very heavy weight with 90 GHG sit-ups and 300 feet of handstand walk. So I like the workout across the board. I wish the sandbag clean maybe like finish with like a carry, like over the line or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. But overall, I like the workout. I don't know, I haven't done a lot of, we haven't seen a lot of 200-pound bag work in competition. So I don't know how long it's going to take in general. It seems though, I've like just watching someone like Jason or Dallin move the bag, like we've seen online. This might just be arbitrary and it might just be a GHD handstand walk workout. And who can really just like maintain the back from blowing up a ton during it, right? And so I think that's probably what we're going to see. But overall, a really good piece. So I do like it. I think it's a good workout. No squats yet, by the way. All right. Another pulling gymnastics workout. And so here's our biggest consistency, right? So we have 100 pull-ups, 30 ring muscle ups, and 20 rope climbs. A lot of pulling gymnastics across the board. Maybe too much. I don't know. Okay. Super heavy front squats. A lot of breaking it up just by how heavy the front squats are. I think most people, because they're going to walk to it. They're not going to try to push the intensity to get to it. I think this is an unbroken complex for pretty much everybody. I don't see why anyone would drop here. I don't think that really saves much. I think they go unbroken and they really take their time into the front squat. But it's heavy. I like the workout a lot. I don't know if it is heavy enough to be defined as like the strong person is going to win, but they increase the weight. I mean, I guess so. 300-pound front squat for 4 in the last round is a pretty hefty amount. And we have a test for a jerk too. So I think it's good. I like it. I think it's clever. I think we're a little biased into pulling at this point. But overall, I think it's fine. I can't remember when I watched this video, it sort of sounded like they were trying to tell a story between all the workouts and qualifiers. So WFP qualifiers. WFP qualifiers. So we had a row, long aerobic, a lot of pulling again. I mean, did we not? Yeah. I mean, did we not just test a lot of pulling volume? So we had, I don't know. Seems redundant. A lot of handstand volume with a pulling off the ground. Pretty redundant. Maybe the same test. I feel like whoever did well in the other test is going to do well in this test, right? Or whoever did well in this test is going to do well in this one. Seems pretty similar. Oh yeah, that was it. It was just 4. Oh, 3. And then the max cleans. Eh, I don't know. And then a power snatch, right? I don't know. Seems pretty similar to me. I mean, not quite like the best story to tell. Anywho, uh, I mean, I like this workout. Is it necessary? I don't think it's necessary. I think this could have been something different right here specifically, right? This could have been, I don't know, a long row. Did they row here? Is this they rowed? I don't know. This could have been something else. I haven't sat down to think about how to rewrite it. I love the jerk. I love this whole test. I love this whole test across the board. 1RM jerk from the rack is so amazing. Like I love jerks from the rack. I love testing them. We can see some really big weight. There's a little bit of a risk reward because you probably have to strip the bar if you miss. So I like that a lot. Both workouts are 50 points. They probably could have been 75 points. They probably didn't need to be 50. I really like this workout. 25 push, 20 push. It's going to hurt really bad. This is a pretty light sled. It's not very heavy. Sled weighs about 70 pounds. So if you think that's like 135 pounds loaded, roughly. So not super heavy as far as the push. So it's going to be a sprint, right? It's not going to be like a slog. People are going to really be sending it the whole bike the whole way, right? So definitely an exciting workout to watch. I mean, I like this workout again. I mean, we've seen this design a lot of times over the years, and it always ends up being who can jump the highest. But it's 20 rope climbs. The yoke, I don't know how heavy that yoke is. 445 seems like, why would you, what's 20 pounds on a yoke? We're talking 5% of the weight. All right. So one legless, one rope. Now the yoke does fatigue the shoulders a bit. You're going to have to be in this back rack position. Forearms are going to get a little juicy. So I think this is a tough one. I don't think this is going to be as easy as people seem. But I mean, they're assuming you're going to be under 90 seconds a round, right? 10 rounds is a lot. I think it's a good workout overall. I think pulling was tested and assessed. Oh, here we go. I know how we would have done it. Do we have handstand push-ups? We just had handstand walks, right? So we had handstand walks and then the wall walk complex. We probably could have done a strict hand. Here we go. We probably could have done a strict handstand push-up here, right? Maybe. I don't know. Something else could have gone here. I don't like this test anymore. I like it as a standalone. I don't like it with regards to everything else at this point. I think this should have been different. I think it's starting to lose its flair there. And then we have a sprint. So we've had 2 sprints. This one isn't quite a sprint. This one is a sprint. 40 cal row, 30 burpees over the block, 20 dumbbell thrusters at 70. That's going to be fucking spicy. And then a double overhead walking lunge. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a great workout. It's a great finisher, super classic CrossFit finisher. 50 feet. I love it. I love it as a finisher. I like this workout too. It's going to really, really challenge, pulling gymnastics capacity. I love the jerk. I love the bike sprint. It's probably very similar to this workout, but that's okay. 2 workouts under, no handstand push-ups. They had them in the qualifier, which is why I'm assuming they don't have them now. Would be my guess. I don't like how this workout fits with everything else. It's starting to feel extremely biased to the gymnast, to someone who's really, really good at pulling. And I don't know if there's enough sandbag cleans to move. No, I doubt that's it. They don't want to embarrass Laura. I don't know if there's enough sandbag cleans or if it's heavy enough to really create separation if you're really, really good here. Maybe it is. It's 20 cleans. I mean, it probably is if you're really shitty at them compared to if you're quality. And that could be like a whole minute to a minute and a half faster. But I think at the highest level, everyone's pretty comparable on sandbag cleans. And I just don't think it's enough volume to create separation. I think it would have been like something like maybe like 3 rounds of 10, like 10 sandbag cleans, 30 GHG sit-ups, 30-foot handstand walk. Then it's 30 total, more time for separation, and you finish on the handstand walk. So we have a little bit of a race. Who doesn't love a good handstand walk race, you know? But the 2 cleans, or maybe you have to carry the bag. But overall, I think Will did a good job. I think this one's the only one. I think it's a little heavy on the pulling gymnastics, but other than that, it's good. I mean, it looks like a regionals workout. Like it's, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing novel here, right? This is CrossFit. You can say whatever it is. As far as like a part 1 and 2, I like it. I mean, it's just CrossFit. It's just, again, this is just like a semifinal, in-person semifinals competition. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Anything? Oh, no one commented. I guess no one was interested in this at all. A lot of comments on the team. You guys are so funny. I love it. I love the biasness in the YouTube world to like hate WFP. Makes me chuckle. Whatever. It's just CrossFit. Just CrossFit with a different name. Right. People are going to watch the fitness they want to watch. Anyways. All right. Last one. We'll talk about, we're going to talk about Copa Sur. I didn't think it was very well programmed, but we'll talk about Wodlands first. All right. Whoa, easy, bro. Don't yell at me, Slater. All right. So we'll go through. So we have a 20-minute time cap. 20 sandbag squats, 800-meter run, 15, 800, 10, 800. It's a really long time cap. Really long time cap for the workout. The sandbag has to be, I think, on the shoulder. It's a tough one, but everyone goes unbroken. It's really just a running workout. You're going to be running for like 85% of the workout. So a good run test, big legs blowing up. That last run is going to fucking hurt. 2, 2, 2, 3. This is really, really spicy. 2 legless handstand walk. I mean, just a complete grip, shoulder pulling, fatigue. Oh, I have a person coming to buy. I hope they're not. Hope they haven't messaged me yet. Nope. Okay. Whoops. Oh, pause. There we go. 2 legless. It's definitely more of a legless workout for the ladies than the men. Big time handstand walk, 12 meters out, 12 meters back. I think they have to pirouette. Why does it keep doing this? Here we go. Pirouette, unbroken on it, and then max heavy rope dumbbell owners with the Velits heavy rope, which is pretty spicy. It's sort of like a Zeus, maybe closer to like a Hades. I think it's a little heavier than 4 ounces, and then half a pound. I don't know. I can't remember. It's heavy, but it's a good one. I mean, the 1 minute rest. I mean, it's really a legless rope climb workout initially. If you're not good at them, then you're just going to be fucked across the board. If you are not exceptional, and you have to be really fast at handstand walks too, right? 12 out and 12 back takes like 45 seconds, even unbroken. So maybe not, maybe like 40 seconds. So it's a it's a tough one. This is going to be really spicy. It's very compounding. All 3 of these patterns will impact the other pattern. Very similar to workout 1. The squats will impact the run, which will impact the squats. So very compounding. Mayhem programmed this competition, so you'll see this and Isabel. So assault bike, muscle ups, assault bike. We know how that went. I like the workout. I think it's overall a good test. Oh, I guess they're not doing Isabel. I thought they were. Maybe. Oh no. Mayhem did French Throwdown, not Wodlands, or maybe they did. I thought they did Wodlands, but they're not doing Isabel. Maybe they just haven't announced it yet. 6 tests. I would think that, I mean, they have a lift. So anyways, okay. So this clean and jerk complex, 1 clean plus jerk plus hang clean. I don't like going from a jerk back to the clean. I just think there's just so much that can go wrong. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. Just do like 2 hang cleans into 2 jerks or something like that. I know it's like part of it, and I don't know. It's just so sketchy, right? Like to take it back from like back to the shoulders, back to the hip. You got to regrip. Everyone's doing like the bent over, shaking it out, trying to get their hands hanging out in the hip. I don't know. It just ends up like just really reducing the load that we could see if it was just like 2 hang cleans plus 2 jerks or something to that effect, right? So not my favorite complex, but nonetheless a good test, and the same strong people will win, right? I just don't. You're just going to see a lot lower number than you would if it was just a clean and jerk, or 2 cleans plus 1 jerk, or 2 hang cleans plus 2 jerks, or something like that. This is a super sprint dumbbell devil's press, single arm devil's press, 10 box step overs, 12 meter dumbbell overhead walking lunge. It's really, I mean, it's just a sprint. There's not really much else about it. Good power output test. Kind of limited by, I don't know. It's a good one. It's just kind of like, it's just there. If you can move really fast, you're going to do well. The devil's press, if you can pull straight from the ground and not do a swing beforehand, it really, really increases your cycle rate. You basically do all on one arm, all on, like you don't switch arms, you switch arms per round. So not a bad test, kind of just there. Another very compounding test. So GHD sit-ups, row, dumbbell thrusters into deficit strict. So we have a little pyramid action. 40, 30, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. These 10 deficit strict are going to be the crux of the workout. The dumbbells are at normal weights, 50, 35. So if you're good at handstand push-ups, I think it really sets you apart for the workout. If you're not, then the workout's just going to be kind of a pigeonhole at that point, right? Big bottleneck here in the middle. Overall, I think it's good. It seems maybe a little empty. Maybe not. We've got to run, heavy squatting, a lot of pulling, gymnastics, handstand walk, grip, heavy rope double under. I think it's balanced. Pulling, gymnastics, arm muscle ups, heavy lift, power workout, right? Not really any just like anaerobic output, cycle rate. No real limiters here. I mean, legs are going to be a limiter. So who can really just dig in and tolerate that lactate? And then like really just a bottleneck of pressing here in the middle, which I think is good. I think overall this is I think it's a good balance of tests. We'll see how fun they are to watch. I know that the 2-2-2-3 is going to be fun to watch. This one's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be a race of seconds. I think people are going to be like in the, I don't know, like 4 minutes. That's going to be super fast. It's going to be fun to see people lift. Overall, I think it's good.
I found one.
Whoa. Anyways, all right. I think that was it. Like I said, I had Copa Sir up. I got a couple more minutes. We'll look through it. This is so we'll go through. I went through this last week. Seems like it went off well. People got in. I didn't watch. This workout's dumb. It's just a running workout. The thrusters are irrelevant until maybe the last bar, maybe. But if you have a 10-second lead, then it doesn't matter. It's just a running workout. It's 2.5 miles with 50 thrusters, and 30 of the thrusters are extremely light for high-level athletes. 2 of them are moderate. So it's a run workout. You literally are running 95% of the workout. Complex. I like this complex better. I like 3 cleans better than that. So bike, bar, muscle up, Obviously a great power test. Double unders, legless, toes to bar, max burpees. So another one. And then I don't know. I don't think Mayhem programmed this, but this is eerily similar to the 2-2-2-3. This is 3-3 or 4-4-4. 100 regular rope double unders, seated legless. So we have a minute, probably 45 seconds, toes to bar. A lot of grip fatigue here. Max burpee over the box. How long's the rest? I'm assuming it's a minute or two. Great workout. I like the burpee capacity as far as the AMRAP. This is a lot of work to get through in that time frame. So pretty solid. Obviously, Isabel, bike. This workout, I love they always do a really, really extended race, like a knockout sort of thing, which I really like. I just didn't like this one. 8 cals on the bike is kind of meh. Like handstand walk is really where you're going to make up a lot of your time. I don't know. And then this one was even shorter. They didn't go back to the bike, which was nice. But overall, overall it was good. I think the long was kind of not my favorite. Not a great aerobic test, or only an aerobic test. Just not a great thruster test if that was the goal, right? So cleans, front squats, bar muscle ups, rope climb, snatches. Not really a lot of squatting. Only the thrusters here, which is fine. No pulling from the ground, bar muscle ups, legless, snatches. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think it's overall balanced. I assume the right people got there. I just don't like this test. I think these thrusters they could have been gone. It could have been a 3-mile run, and the same people would have won, in my opinion. All right, sick. Well, that was fun. There we go. Cool. Well, hey, thanks, guys. I got to run. Family's walking in the door. So thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me on the afternoon. Thanks for chirping, joining in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll change my thumbnail. I got to change my thumbnail now to add in team semifinals. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. right here. Enjoy the day. Peace.